Well, here we are at the Fairy Village Woods again. Second time here today. Right. Well, the problem is I keep coming around doing videos, and every time I do a video, they get a bit excited. They knock the lead out. You know, that's collecting the sound from the mic. So there's no sound. I do the videos, there's no sound. So it's not helpful. So we've got Amber this time again. Amber came out earlier, she's coming out again now. Well, of course, now she's had a baby, she can come out lots more times. But twice a day, because she doesn't go out at midnight. So that's cool. So she'll come out now. And have a walkie, so that's good. Oh, I'll tell you, come out again and what's the situation? Poor little Harvey, stuck in the garden. Yeah, the owner's just standing in the doorway, watching dogs. I feel sorry for the lab even more. We'll put it this way, after the situation yesterday, I had a visit from the animal welfare talking about Mickey and acting as if Mickey was the aggressor, and I said, excuse me, nope. I said, no, I said, in the end, I said, Mickey, I said, I've got loads of videos of Mickey walking past dogs, no problem at all, no issues at all. It's just the problem is, I've got two sets of neighbours who can't be bothered to try and train their dogs in any way, shape or form. You know, they've got dogs that behave aggressively because they're bored out their heads. So I said to the boat, I said, they're bored out, I said, that lady there, one with Floyd, I said, guarantee you Floyd will not go out for a walk during the daytime. I said, she's had that dog for about 3 years, that dog's probably going out in the daytime 3 times in that 3 years. 3 times in that 3 years. Does he even go out every night? No. Some nights, yes, but most nights, no. Yeah, no, probably not. Well, it depends. Does the boyfriend come round? If yes, then Floyd might go out. If the boyfriend doesn't come round, will Floyd go out? No. Wait. Come here. Here now. Amber. Here now. Come here, Amber. Now. Come here. Come on, there's someone walking there. Have they got a dog? I don't bloody well know. Come here. Here now. Come here now. Come here. No jumping. Pick it up. I've got to keep an eye out for this one.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, this one's just had babies. Chewie, pick it up. This one's just had babies.
Oh, okay.
So if she comes across any dog, she thinks her babies are still in the area.
Okay.
So she gets a bit sort of, you know.
There's one of the babies here, is it?
Aye. No, that's the mum there of that baby.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the dad of the baby, this one here. This one's called Covie. Little Covie. Aye. Well, there's 2 more indoors.
Is there?
Well, one's indoors, Mickey, because he's an absolute nutter when he goes for a walk. He just runs and runs and runs and runs. They've been for 2 walks already today. They're going to go out again at midnight. So it's like...
Plenty of energy.
Aye, indeed, yes. Yeah.
I've got a German Shepherd at home.
Yeah.
He's a little boy now. We don't take him out too much anymore.
No. Well, I'm just making a video. I always do walk and talks when I come out.
Yeah, yeah.
And I had a visit from the dog warden yesterday, or today,
Aye.
because neighbours upstairs from me, they had a puppy from me a couple of years ago now, or a year ago now. That dog is bored out of its nut because it never goes out during the day, even though one of the owners is there all day with the dog.
Yeah.
Never would take that dog out or play with it during the day. But then that dog is barking at mine as we run across the garden. So of course Mickey, because Mickey was attacked when he was a pup, when any dog's shown aggression, he shows a bit more aggression to that dog. So because he showed a bit of aggression, they called animal welfare, saying that Mickey was the one that was aggressive. It was their dog that was being aggressive. Because if their dog hadn't been barking like that aggressively, there would have been no issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I say, I've got video after video after video of Mickey coming across other dogs. No issue at all.
Don't look after them proper, do they?
No, exactly. Well, it's exactly. They actually don't train their dogs at all.
No, like I say, we've had dogs for years. Like we've got a 10-year-old Shepherd at home now.
Aye.
But his hips are going on now, you know, so we can't walk him as far as we used to.
That's going to happen with shepherds.
So yeah, it's one of these
with
things,
their pure
unfortunately.
breeds, yeah.
Yeah, he is, yeah. And he's done well. You know, some of the puppies in his litter that we know, you know, they've passed now and the hips have gone, like, so he's still doing well considering.
Aye.
But anymore,
It's
sort of 2 miles
tough
at a
situation.
time.
Aye.
And he just can't cope with it anymore.
No.
You see him really stiff at night and stuff. So he
But
gets little and often.
Yeah, but that's the point. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you love your dogs, you're going to spend that time training them.
Yeah,
because it's, put it this way, if you have a barking dog, there's a good chance you take that dog for a walk, it starts barking at a strange dog, that strange dog could rip the face off your dog in a second.
You never know.
Exactly, you don't bloody well know. And then whose fault is that? That's yours.
Yeah.
Because you didn't care enough about your dog to train it.
Yeah, my in-laws have got a couple of collies.
Aye.
And,
I say I got another
one
two
of them's-
indoors.
Yeah, one of them's. Both of them come from working farms.
Aye. Well, that's what he did.
Sky's really good. They do.
Yeah.
They do dressage and stuff with them, you know.
That's
so
cool.
They're
Aye.
kept busy and
Aye,
kept
aye,
entertained.
yeah.
And
But that's the point. Collies are so easy to train. Same with shepherds. They're one of the most easier dogs to train. It doesn't take much to train them out of a barking nature.
yeah.
It's quite easy to train them out of that. You just need to take the time to do so. You know, but of course, people are too bloody lazy to do it. But they always say, oh, but I'm working, I don't have time. Then why'd you get a dog?
You're going to see it now, eh? Where everybody's going back to work after lockdown,
Aye,
and there'll be more and more dogs sort of going to the home, unfortunately.
aye.
Nah, this lot are lovely. And yes, yellow puppies.
But that's it. It's like, you know, well, as I say, with Mickey, he's an absolute sweetheart. He really is. It's just that because he was attacked as a pup, I imagine what happened was he probably backed down and the other dog still attacked him. So therefore now he won't back down. He'll do the opposite. He'll say, I'm going to make you back down. Now that's
Yeah.
understandable, but it's
It's a never-ending circle, isn't it? Unless
Aye.
you do something to break it.
yeah, but that's the point. But therefore, yeah, I mean, I've been walking around here and we've come across some owners of dogs who are barking dogs. They apologise because their dog is barking. And yet the neighbour calls dog welfare on me. It's the first time Mickey's done that. So once he did it, I was going to make sure he never does it again.
Yeah.
But do they even bother talking to me about it? They call animal welfare. You know, they should be training their dog not to be barky.
Yeah.
Because I know what the issue is. Like a neighbour's dog. Neighbour's dog has attacked Chewie, has attacked Riley, and has attacked her. Right? Even when she was like recently 8 weeks pregnant, that dog had pinned her to the floor next to the neighbour's dog. Next to the neighbour standing there watching it. That's a collie.
Nothing about it.
They could easily train that dog. Like next to a neighbour and a boyfriend standing there, sitting there watching that dog attacking Chewie. Riley being too scared to come across the garden because that dog's there.
Yeah.
And they will not call that dog to them. And then they try and act as if I'm the bad owner.
I'm sure animal welfare would have came in and sort of seen how well trained this lot are, and
Aye.
that is not a case to
But
it.
that's the point. Animal welfare, I called them about it. What did they do? Nothing. I said to the bloke today, I said, I called you about the neighbour's dog. I called the dog warden. They said they'd get back to me. Never did. Never bloody did. I said, what is it with these people? As soon as someone gets called against me, they're bloody here in a second.
Yeah.
As soon as I call someone, oh, no, we're not going to bother dealing with that.
So good, is it?
Well, it's a piss take, isn't it? That's it. But it's like, no. I mean, put it this way, I owe an incredible apology to that poor pup that they've got because I let that pup go to them. I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. I should have taken more care
Well,
of finding a better home for that dog.
you never know what's going to turn like. That's the problem, isn't it?
That's the problem, you don't know.
They seem lovely at the time, but
Yeah.
you never know what they're going to turn out to be, don't they?
Yeah.
I'm going to stand
Oh,
with
yeah.
you guys.
Yeah.
Don't stand with you guys.
Well, put it this way, the issue I've got with the neighbours started way back, beginning of COVID, right? Where the lady, she was basically dropping her cigarette butts on the floor, letting them get into the area of puppies, when we were told that dogs could get COVID.
Yeah.
Of course, I got pissed off with this because we've got puppies smaller than her in the bloody garden area, and what do? When they want to see if something's okay, they put it in their bloody mouth. So if they could get COVID, they could die because of that. So I was asking them, please just pick up your cigarette butts and stick them in the bin.
Yeah.
They kept on telling me they were going to. Then they told me they were doing it on purpose because my bin fell over in an area of dog shit, and because I didn't clean it up immediately, they were doing this on purpose.
There's some spiteful people out there, aren't there?
Oh, it's a nasty. Oh, yeah. Well, see, I've done a video. Basically, I did a video after that happened. Basically, I said she was lazy and something else. just in a video. She then got the video, went to the neighbours and said, look at what he said about me. We've got to make sure he pays for this.
Try to turn them,
So then the neighbours, and neighbour's boyfriend keeps on scratching my car. He's threatened me. He's come right in my bloody face, even during COVID. Right? I told him to back off. I backed off. He then came forward again and said, you fucking back off. All because of these people. Well, put it this way, I did a video explaining the situation in a video and just saying, because they said that I've got to pay for what I said.
Yeah.
They, even if they try to repent now of their sins, they can't. The reason why they can't is because they said, I have to pay. Now they have to pay for their sins. All those sins, they now have to pay, because the Bible says, you are judged according to the judgment you make and the measure you use. So because they said, I have to pay, it means they have to pay.
Yeah.
So they, all four of them, have condemned themselves to an eternity in hell. In doing so. They want to do that? Amber, stop jumping up, babes. Sit down and have loves. Good girl. Hey? She's a good girl. Alright, but as I say, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, all people have to do, if you're a neighbour, all you have to do is just talk to your neighbour. You've got a problem that bins falling over in your area? Oh, sorry, mate. Just realised your bin has fallen over. Would you mind perhaps tidying that up?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no problem. You can just say that to someone. Instead, you want to be a complete arsehole about it?
You don't need to.
And cause tons of shit about it?
Everybody has to live together.
Well, to be honest, the world has got enough stuff to be concerned about.
Rather than one of the bit trivial stuff like that.
Aye. Well,
right, mate, I'm going to shoot off though.
Yeah.
I wish you all the best.
You have a good one.
Yeah, all the best.
I wish you well with your doggy. I
thank you,
I actually hope he's okay.
Crossed. If we take it easy with him, I'm sure he'll have a good
Yeah.
few more years left in him.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just all about pacing it and taking it
Yeah.
easy
And
the best for him.
When he does pass, focus on the wonderful years you've had with him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't focus on the bad stuff.
He's been a great
Well,
dog,
put it this
so-
way. The reason why I've kept her is because she'll be having pups when she's old enough.
Yeah.
And then when she dies and he dies, I'll have a bit of them left.
His legacy.
Well, because she's the daughter of that one
Yeah.
and the granddaughter of that one there.
Oh, well.
So therefore, part of him is in her.
Yeah. So it carries on. You've always
So-
got something, haven't you?
Well, so therefore, I've got part of them even when they go.
Absolutely.
But that's the point of loving. Oi, pack it up. That's the dad of the pup.
Put him in his place.
Oi,
Right, mate. Enjoy your walk.
have a good one. You take care. Right, here we go. We have got some dogs ahead. Got to keep an eye on that situation with Amber, obviously. No, I said the situation where I just explained to you. Again, notice I never gave any names. Never gave any names of next door neighbours, anything like that. Nope, no details. No details of the address or names or anything like that. Because it's a case of not trying to turn people against them. Talking to people is about just basically getting rid of the angst. That's what it is. Right? Nice enough chap. He's German Shepherd, 10 years old. Hip problems already. Oof. Not good. That can happen to any dog. Collies, German Shepherds, any dog. Well, especially as I said about Mickey. Mickey's not here on this one because of the fact he's already had 2 long walks already. And because he does seem to have a habit of running around like a nutcase. You're going to notice when we do the videos of the stinky woods, he goes way ahead. Way ahead, then runs all the way back and goes way ahead again, then all the way back again, way ahead again, then all the way back again. So the problem is, if he keeps running like that, and he keeps going out 4 times a day, especially in the heat of the summer, he's going to wear himself out. He will die maybe around 10, when he could live maybe a lot longer, and be healthy for longer, but his hips are like to go if he runs around like a nutcase for all those years. A lot of people think, with regards to training and stuff like that, that if they train on they do gym, running and stuff like that, they're going to be fit. No, you're not. You're going to be knackering your knees, knackering your ankles, knackering your hips. Certainly because that environment you're running on there is not a natural environment to run on anyway. So it's like, yeah, don't run on that. And doing too much running is as bad as doing no running at all, really. You know, for injury to self as you grow older. Definitely, yeah. You don't want to be doing that. So I've got to take care of Mickey, definitely. Hi. Got to make sure that he's well rested. So I made sure that they got pizza. Oh, something when I come out again. Next time they go upstairs. You know, getting a bit sort of mouthy because you know I've got my phone videoing. Well, because basically, you know, I thought it'd be interesting to see what happens because it's a case of video. The fact that his dogs again. Oh Jesus! No, wait. Amber, stay there. Stay there, Amber. Amber, come here. Stay there. Let him get hold of his dog. Anyway, so yeah, with regards to Mickey, yeah, got to try and take care of the boy. That's the thing. Got to try and protect him, take care of him, make sure he's okay, and you know all that. That's what you do if you care about an animal. You take him out. That's the point. You take him out, don't you? You show you care for them by doing a number of things. You train them. Yeah, that's why. Ah, jeez. Come here. Amber, here. Which way are you going? Cool. Come here. Covie, this way. Come, Babs. That's why I asked the bloke which way he was going, because then I'd go in a different direction. I would make sure I don't go in the same way, because he would catch up with us pretty quickly. But he's going back the other way, so that's cool. No, but listen, look, I owe an apology to Harvey. I do, as I was saying to that bloke, I owe an apology to that dog, because I seriously let Harvey down. Seriously. As I said to him, what I said to him, none of it, that is a lie. None of it is a lie. A lot of it was said in frustration. Well, because look, I want the puppies that come from this lot, I want them to go to fantastic homes. You know, I don't want them to go to homes where, you know, during the day, dogs are howling. Actually howling, crying like a wolf, basically. Howling. Up there. And the reason why Floyd does what he does to mine is because he's bored out of his head. The reason why Harvey barks is because he wants to get involved. He sees the dogs having fun. They're going for a run. What's he doing? Stuck in the bloody garden. Right, he might go for a one once a day. He sees mine going, he knows mine are going out 4 or 5 times. He knows that. He can probably hear them getting excited. So of course, poor bloody sod. I imagine he now thinks he'd rather stay with me. I'd rather he would stay with me. I let him down. I mean, there was enough evidence. There was. I've said before in videos, you know, the woman, before they got Harvey, you know, was quite, yeah, you know, mean-natured. That's how she come across. So the evidence was there. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, I should have taken notice of that. Anyway, there you go. Come on, Cobes, this way. Look, the simple truth of the matter is, when it comes down to it, you know, when I see that, it annoys me for a number of reasons. You know. Well, as I was saying, actually, yes. Yeah, he was getting all sort of aggro with me, bloke upstairs, because don't effing video me, all that sort of stuff, right? Oh, come on, this way. Come here, Amber, here, now. Come here. I don't know where they're going. Where are we going? No idea where we're going. Where are we going? Come this way. Come on. I don't know where we're going. We're not going over there, are we? No. Come here. Here now. We've got a jogger now. We've got a dog that way. We've got dogs that way. We have to go up that way. Where are they going? God knows where they're going. Come here. Wait with Dad. Yeah, basically, getting all sort of aggro. Don't you video me? Blah, 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 blah. It's like, excuse me, are you not videoing me on your camera right now? Hypocrite? Much? Yeah. Did you not put a video of me with 2 puppies on your Facebook page? Yep. Yeah. I'll put it this way, I mean, you've got, well, for example, you've got Colin. Colin is not exactly that nice a person. No, that would be fine to say that because it's true. He's not exactly not that nice of a person. He can be helpful at times, he can be grumpy at times, he can be a bit of an arse at times, but he loves his dogs. He will often speak as if he doesn't, but he does. He really does. There's no mucking around there at all. He really does love his dogs. When he lost Bob, he was heartbroken. So you've got people like Colin who pretend not to love their dogs, but really, really do, because they see it as a sort of maybe a sign of weakness in showing love, maybe. I don't know. But that's possible, I suppose. Yeah. Maybe the parents didn't show love to them too much. So maybe, showing love is a weak thing to them. I don't know, no idea. But he loved Bob. And he loves Baby when he got off me. Yeah. And then you've got people that pretend to love their dogs but really don't. You've got him who pretends not to love them but does really love them. And you've got people that pretend to love them but really don't. Who would you rather want a puppy to go to? Yeah. That's the thing, isn't it? Really? Who would you rather a puppy to go to? But that's the point. I'm not going to say in any way, shape or form that they are the worst parents that puppies have gone to. No. Couldn't say that. No. That probably isn't true. No, that probably isn't true. Well, the problem is that in order to make sure that it's guaranteed that the people wanting dogs are the best ones, there's a number of things you can do, none of which are an absolute guarantee. You can put the price right up, therefore get rid of the people that are not really, Or you can pray about the situation and go purely as you think God is leading. The problem is, if you get it wrong, then you'll still end up with some bad owners and denying some people that would be really, really good owners. So until you get things like that perfectly, until you're perfectly led by the Holy Spirit, then is that the right thing to do? Oh, I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's a hit and miss situation, isn't it? You do your best. I try and do my best. I try and sort of make sure that the people that are getting pups, that I keep in contact with them, that if they've got any issues, I can help them. And a few I have been able to, they have had issues and I've helped them to keep the pup. Cool. The only one I didn't help was the ones with Mickey. And that's because they were moving soon anyway, so there really wouldn't be time enough to help with that situation. And the problem is, I'd already tried to give him advice early on with regards to Mickey, because his recall was terrible. And I tried to help him to understand that they needed to work on that. They needed to make sure that his recall was very, very good. They needed to reward good behaviour and stamp down on bad. Turn him off when he comes back, because what happened was, when he was about a year old, we were down Cooper, met him, and he just ran off. You know, he just saw a dog, ran off, and they called him, and he wouldn't come back until he was ready. And when he come back, there's a good boy. So, excuse me, you just rewarded bad behaviour. You just basically said him coming back when he's ready to is good. So, what can I have done with him and them, really, in the short time that they were still here? I'd first of all have to get them to understand that the way they were doing things with him was wrong. That wasn't the way that they should have been doing things. Yeah. Now I'm thinking, do I go around again? The reason is, this is Amber's last walk. She will not be going out at bedtime, so this is her last walk. So therefore, I could go around again. And these videos are very useful. I mean, put it this way, earlier on I had a walk around here. And I had a walk around the other place as well. But most of the time I do videos, it's therapy. It is. It's me talking through the things that I need to talk through. So it's very useful. Really useful to do. Take the dogs for a walk, do a video, therefore you're talking, but because you're talking, you're getting things out. You might not be talking to somebody, but you're getting things out, and that helps you to get things out. And then you start to realise, when I'm doing a video, I start to realise, that was a bit personal there. I got a bit out of order. So I'll delete that, I'll start again. But I'll keep that bit out of it. Problem is, when I'm emotive, when my emotions are running high, videos always get personal, always. Always do, because that's what emotions do. When you're emotional, you want to hurt, you want to say things that are going to, I want to stab you, but all I can use is words, and I'm going to say something that's going to hit hard, that's going to cut deep. But that's not the point of these videos, in any way, shape or form. Covie, come Coves, Coves, come babe. They're going to have pizza when they get back. Micky and Lucy are still indoors, but I gave them pizza before we left. So they should have settled a bit at least. Come this way. Over here, come. We'll go around again. Come this way, quickly. Good job, I got Amber out the way. Come in, Mollie, here, now. Mollie, come, now. Come on, this way. Come, Mollie. Yes. Yeah, we had people coming with a dog right into the car park area. So good job Amber wasn't there. She might be fine with a dog, but it's just been with her in the past when she's had pups, and she's always been a little bit more grumpy. Yeah, heavily grumpy. Come on, this way. This way. We come back on this path anyway, even if you go on that path, so you might as well stay on this path. Yeah, indeed. I think they're going that way, so we probably will bump into the people with a dog at some point as we're going round. But, yeah. No, anyway, I had a good chat with the animal welfare person who came around earlier. I'd say they called the animal welfare person. And that's the point. As I said to that person, I said, look, they've got this video camera. They sent you the video? Went, yeah. I said, right, that same video camera would have recorded Floyd having a go at Chewie, having a go at Amber, having a go at Riley. Would have recorded the fact that neighbour and her boyfriend were just sitting there watching while Riley was scared to come across the garden. Even though I was calling, he would not come over because Floyd was there. Because he's been harassed, to that point by Floyd, while they've just been sitting there watching. And of course, these neighbours have that on their video. And I said to the bloke, I said, look, these people, they may pretend to you that they care about dogs, that they care about their dogs, that they care about Floyd. I said, they don't. I said, if they cared about dogs, they would have reported Floyd, being out of order to my dogs. And the fact next door neighbours were just sitting there watching. They would have done that. As you see here, I'm keeping an eye. I want to make sure that Amber doesn't get herself into trouble. I want to make sure that she doesn't have a go at any other dog. Why? Because I care about her. Because in the end, as I've said so many times again, if she has a go at a dog, it could be reported, she could be put down. If she has a go at a bigger dog, she could get killed by that bigger dog. So, am I going to just let her do that if I care about her? So all these people that pretend that they care about dogs or they care about... The reality is, no you don't. Yeah, absolute crap. And if you care about dogs, when there's a situation where there's a virus and we're told that dogs could get it, and it's killing old people and vulnerable people, puppies are pretty vulnerable. Amber, come. Case in point. So therefore, dropping cigarette butts in the area where there's puppies as a way of getting back at someone for their pimp bin to fall over, and you want to pretend that you're a half decent human being who actually cares about animals. You couldn't care less, not about animals. So let's not pretend that you're this animal lover. Oh. There's a digger over there. I wonder what they're doing over there. As I've tried to say before, as I hope never to have to say again, but I will probably say it again, but I hope not to say it again. The debt these people have, because of the way that they've dealt with things, is getting bigger and 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 bigger. Yeah. You have to pay for your sins because you decide that I had to pay for what I did. So you have to pay for your sins. Now, I will say it again for those who didn't hear the first time. The price for one sin is eternity in hell. That's the price for one sin. You committed how many in the past 18 months? How many sins do you think you committed? How do you plan to pay for them? So, generally speaking, people in that situation, do you think that they're pretty much guaranteed to go to hell? Yep, pretty much. Oh yeah. There's always a way. But if it's looking at judge not, because you'll be judged as you judge, and in the same measure. Yeah. Well, as I say, what's the measure you used? What was the measure you used? Calling someone fat and something else? Yeah, not kind, but yeah, okay. Not really, really bad, was it, really? So you decided because of that, you're going to try and get me arrested. You're going to encourage the neighbour to get in my face, to try and intimidate me, to be a bully, to try and start a fight with me so that so I'd hit him, so I could be arrested for it. But, to be honest, yeah, because the next door neighbours agreed, they're in the same situation as you. They're going to be judged and measured in the same way as they judged and measured. So they've got to pay for their sins, you've got to pay for your sins, so therefore chances are you're not going to go to heaven, are you? But little Harvey, don't worry, mate. Don't worry. I made a deal with God that any owners of puppies that don't go to heaven, that those dogs will come to heaven with me. Because there's no reason whatsoever that dogs should either not exist after they die, or certainly that they should go to hell with their owners. So, no. They come to heaven with me and mine. They go with tiny Tina, because she passed last night, didn't she? Tiny Tina, so yeah. Not good. Wait. Covie. Calm it. Calm down. That's not exactly what, is it? Covie, enough. Coviekins. Covie, enough. Enough. Calm it down. Stop trying to bite all the doggies. Covie, pick it up. Stop it. Calm down, Cobes. Get you sticky. Shouldn't be attacking all the doggies. Covie, enough. Calm it down. You're going for walkies. She needs a bit of training, this girl, doesn't she? She's getting trained every day. She's getting trained. That's the point. If I care about her, I'll train her, won't I? Oh, but I care about my dog. Don't you dare say I don't care about my dog. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. You can't. That's the point. You can't, can you? How can you prove it? I'm not saying you've got to prove it because you're going to say that your dog gets better food than mine, because, well, you wouldn't. There's no chance of that in any way, shape or form. No chance of that at all. Will they get more walks than mine do? No chance of that. But then again, I'm not able to work, so if I have time in a day. But then again, one of you is at home all day. So therefore, no excuses for that, have you, really? If one of you is at home all day, then there's no reason why you couldn't do that. Is there, really? No. No excuse that the person at home doesn't have a car. Because when I didn't have a car, I still took my dogs out. Still took them out 3 or 4 times a day and weather like this. Took them out on lead, over the road, all that sort of stuff. Parks there. Other parks, took them out and made sure they got out for lovely walkies. That's my responsibility. So I made sure they got out. Why? Because I cared about them. I didn't want them laying at home howling, because what? Why would a dog howl? Yeah, the owner is in there with the dog. Dog is howling during the day. Why? Why? Poor dog is crying to get out and be stimulated and have some fun. It's a collie. Needs stimulation. As I said to the bloke that I met here, you can't use the excuse, oh, but I'm working. You know, I can't spend time training the dog. I can't spend time doing all this. Then why have you got a dog? If you can't train it, why have you got a dog? You can't do anything like that, can you, really? It's as simple as that. If you haven't got time, yeah, put it this way. What is his name? Her name, sorry, what's her name? Fina. Yes, the woman was called Fiona that had the dog. I tried to make it perfectly clear to them that you've got to spend time stimulating this pup, because otherwise she's going to behave badly, right? Well, what's happening with the neighbours' dogs? Howling, barking continually when there's other dogs in the area. So dogs run into the car. That's bad behaviour. Why? Lack of stimulation. You know, Floyd, you know, trying to start fights with dogs. Lack of stimulation. It's either that or, you know, they've just encouraged him to be aggressive, which is evil. So it's either lack of stimulation because of the fact the owner isn't bothering to spend time with a dog or play with it, or it's intentional training that dog to be aggressive, which is evil, really. A lot of people think that bad dogs are evil. No. No, it's evil. I mean, there's different levels of it. If you train a dog to be a fighting dog, you know, to kill other dogs and stuff like that, that is pretty evil, isn't it? It's exactly the same if you train your pet dog to be aggressive and to be dominant and, you know, harassing other dogs. It's out of order. It's a disgusting, evil thing to do if you train that dog to do that. If that dog is doing it because of a lack of stimulation, well, then stimulate the bloody dog. Simple. Knacker the dog out. If you knacker a dog out, the dog hasn't got the energy to do any of that, has it? It's not interested. If you, like people upstairs, if they spent time with Harvey and the Labrador, you know, whacking the ball around in the garden during the day, not every time she goes out for a cigarette, take a bat and a ball, whack the ball around while you're smoking, That's going to stimulate the dog. Great, dog's going to have some exercise, it's going to run around. When it goes indoors, it's going to rest, sleep. There you go, because it's knackered, because you've given it some stimulation. That's going to help. That'll cut out all the howling. You won't get any of that now. Well, unless it's the case where you just lock the dog in a room. And you're going to maybe lock the dog in the bathroom. That sounds like what is happening. The dog gets locked in the bathroom all day, except to go and do pee and poo. Weren't they the one who put a video up saying that I lock puppies in a 2x2 box? But the evidence suggests that they lock 2 dogs, a collie and a Labrador, in a room pretty much all day. They only come out to do their pee and poo. Is that the truth? I don't bloody know. I've no idea. The evidence suggests that by the howling. And the howling is consistent. You have it on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, pretty much every day you get a lot of howling. So it's not just once or twice a month, it's pretty much every day. So they try to act that I'm cruel as a person raising pups, or let my dogs have pups, because I lock the pups in a kennel. Yeah, I close the kennel door at night. Why? Why would I do that? Duh. Am I dealing with Homer here? I seem to be dealing with a Homer Simpson type of character. People with no understanding whatsoever. Why would I do that? There's a reason why I would do that. The puppies are not able to fend for themselves, are they? Not able to defend themselves if they come under attack. At night, that's when you have things like foxes come out. Now, it's not likely that the foxes will come into an area where there's been dogs, but they might do, especially when they can't smell any big dogs around. If they can smell puppy, they might come in for an easy feed, mightn't they? If they can't get into the flipping kennel, that protects the pup, doesn't it, really? So it's not about locking the pups in, it's about keeping other stuff out. And the door is not locked, it's closed. Sometimes it's screwed to. Why do I screw it to? You know what, I never used to. Why would I start screwing it to now? Because I've got nasty neighbours, that's why. Do I think it's possible that one of the neighbours could either steal the puppies or do something to them to kill the puppies? Yes. Of course I do. Do I think it's possible that a neighbour or neighbour's boyfriend could do that? Absolutely, of course they could. If they're happy to sit there watching their dog attack Chewie, Riley or Amber, then yeah, of course they're capable of doing something like that. Of course they are. Now, of course, if I screw the door to, could they unscrew it? Yes, of course. Certainly people upstairs, could they steal the puppies? Yeah, of course. Is it in their nature? Well, put it this way, somebody tried to break into the flat. I've been there 7 years. It wasn't until they're in that someone tried to break into the flat and the video footage got deleted. Their video footage. Their video footage that they have of Micky basically responding to the aggression of either their dog or Floyd. Right? They had those videos were captured. The video of somebody walking down my steps? Nope. That wasn't captured, was it? Well, that was, but it was deleted. Put it this way, if you're going through the captured video of your Ring camera and you see some strange person walking down someone's steps, knowing that someone tried to break into that flat, don't you think you'd keep that? Well, certainly the case if you had the police come round and you were one of the suspects of doing it, don't you think you'd keep it and say, well, actually, we saw this person, video captured that person. But no, they didn't do that. Why? Oh, come on. So I'm back, Anyway, There you go. I'll make a video out of this somehow. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye. Let's see if we got sound. All right. Take care. God bless. Bye bye. Come here. Amber, come.
You get that on video, Clive, eh?
Come on. Amber, come.
Clive, you getting that on video, eh?
Come on, Amber. Just a quick addition of Floyd attacking Amber. My neighbour's boyfriend is sitting in the garden, and his only concern is, did you get that on video? He never called back the dog at all, did he? You can see there, he's sitting there and watching the show, enjoying it.